Next on the programme is the men's 3000m steeplechase final. And this should be an intriguing affair. Edward Josh Buenavista of Philippines will go. His dad remains the record holder from his win in Kuala Lumpur in 2001, 8:40.77 seconds. The lineup then for the men's 3000m steeplechase final: Pandu Sukarya, Suon Pisa of Cambodia, Nguyen Trung Cuong of Indonesia is the 2017 champion, bronze medalist at 3 in the women's event, and already the gold medalist here. Is there further success for Vietnam in the steeplechase? With the men's 3000m steeplechase final underway, the record 8 minutes 40.77 seconds set by Eduardo Buenavista of Philippines and his win in Kuala Lumpur. And running in this race is Edward Buenavista of Philippines. Not that man who leads, that's his compatriot Junel Gubotia, who's gone to the front. Buenavista, well coached, and that may tide well for some success at these games. Purwanto of Indonesia sitting in a very handy position, so to Tien, the defending champion, and his compatriot Nguyen Trung Cuong. Vietnamese runners tucked in very nicely into handy slots. Buenavista at the moment down in 6th position as Gubotia leads the way. And you'll see the runners have different methods of clearing the steeples that are placed 78 meters apart around the track, this 400-meter track. Some will hurdle them, some will jump on top of them, some will vault over them almost. But at the water barrier, almost all will stand on the steeple and then launch themselves off the top of it, because the further you go from the barrier, the shallower the water, and the shallower the water, the less water resistance there is, less of an opportunity to break your stride in this very punishing event. Gubotia leading the way. A little bit of pressure from Nguyen and Le. Sukarya of Indonesia is also in a very handy position. It's his compatriot Purwanto that'll want to control matters, get himself into the medals yet again. It'll be quite a remarkable achievement to medal in 5 consecutive 3000m steeplechase finals. If Nguyen Trung Purwanto does manage to find a medal here. He's never finished in silver medal position, incidentally. He's claimed 3 bronzes and a gold in his 4 steeplechase finals at the SEA Games. Bad news for Buenavista, though. He's just starting to fall off the back of the pace at the moment. 2 Indonesians, 2 Vietnamese runners, and the Philippines man Gubotia in the front 5, and then a little further back is Malaysia's James. The Cambodian runners off the back as well, and Buenavista is just trying to make his way back into contention here. Has come up very nicely after that water jump, and it's now a front 6 again. The 2 Philippines, 2 Vietnamese and 2 Indonesian runners in this group. The 3000m steeplechase, 35 jumps, 7 of which are over the water. The 4 barriers sited around the track. The water barrier, the 5th one that they're coming up to once again at the top of the 2nd corner, just on the inside of lane 1. And here they go over the water barrier. All the athletes trying to go as far as they can away from the barrier. So read nothing into the order of where they sit at the moment, although it is handy to be in the leading group. You don't want to be off the back of the leading group at this stage of the race. And you've gone through the opening kilometre. start a little way down on the track and then complete 7 laps. It's effectively 7.5 laps, 3,000-meter steeplechase. Compatriot still leading the way. He's been allowed to lead by those behind him, tucked into handy positions. Again, Buena Vista just looks like he's dropping off the pace slightly. Does he have a decent water jump to come? Defending champion Tien of Vietnam is tucked very handily into third with Nguyen Trung Cuong, his compatriot, just ahead of him. And then Purwanto, who will be wanting to medal for Indonesia in that group. Buena Vista is still with the front runners for now. 3 laps to go in this race. Every now and then you'll see the runners spread a little wider and make their way over the steeples. That's quite simply looking to comfortably jump the steeple, or bolt the steeple, or leap over the steeple, or step on the steeple and over. You don't want to be colliding with anybody near or around you at the time. So the athletes will often drift wider into positions instead of trying to clear the steeple in the line that they're running leading up to it normally. The visual of the different techniques of crossing the hurdle. Buena Vista's definitely dropped back off the pace now, but Compatriot is still leading the way from the 2 Vietnamese runners, who will not allow Purwanto into the medal positions if they can prevent him from doing so. But Compatriot might have something to say about claiming a medal position. And still not to be discounted is Pandu Sukarya, also of Indonesia, who remains as part of this lead group. How long will Compatriot be allowed to lead? A little over 600 meters left in this race. The strength of the Vietnamese runners is rather impressive, so they'll fancy their chances. And it just looks like Sukarya is starting to make a move now, maybe recognizing the need to push. Compatriot does not want to allow anybody to get in front of him in this steeplechase final. Sukarya looking to go on the outside. Purwanto, when does he make his move, if he is to make a move? And when do the Vietnamese athletes go on the charge? You'll be expecting them to make the push for the gold medal in this final lap. It's not going to be among the fastest times at the SEA Games, 3,000-meter steeplechase final this. But out on track, the time doesn't really matter if you're able to find your way to the front and claim the victory, as the moment Nguyen Trung Cuong is looking to do. Only Tien has gone with him. Purwanto is trying to catch up on those around him, and he hurdles the barrier beautifully. He wants to be in the medals yet again, on the podium, but it's the 2 Vietnamese stars using their stamina, strength and endurance to get themselves in front, and it might come down to a sprint finish here between the two. The defending champion is lying second at the moment, Tien, but the man who's showing all the promise out in front, Nguyen Trung Cuong, has leapt over the hurdle and he's sprinting to glory here. Vietnam are going to have another success on the track. They're going to have another success in the men's 3,000-meter steeplechase, and they finish 1-2. But remarkably, Pandu Sukarya has come through to claim third from Purwanto, who fails to medal for the first time in 5 SEA Games. But 1 and 2, quite superb for Vietnam. Nguyen Trung Cuong, who claims victory ahead of Tien. Splendid race, fantastic running. has the Vietnamese flag stored in a sock so that he can celebrate. New victory may be coming, but Pandu Sukarya, how about that for a finish as well, to claim the bronze medal from compatriot Purwanto. Still out on track, Sompise, Ri Udom, among those making their way to the finish line. But for Vietnam, it's about celebrating this man who makes it Vietnamese success in both the men's and women's 3000-meter steeplechase finals. Nguyen Trung Cuong, having won the women's race, Nguyen Trung Cuong wins the men's race, his first SEA Games title, and how proud he looks. A real battle of endurance here, just breaking your stride when you go over the steeples. Sompise making his way home. 199 for Nguyen, ahead of Le, with Pandu Sukarya of Indonesia making sure Purwanto does not medal for a 5th consecutive SEA Games. Sukarya, who led for much of the race, finishing 5th, Buena Vista 6th. Aaron James down 7th, Ri Udom and Sompise finishing 8th and 9th for Cambodia.